this branded Q Garden symbol branded plant. I've chosen that one and that one already, right? Why?
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
That's not how justice works. that's not how that works, bro.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Traywin the God King.
Our God King's name is Trewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
It frees you from the burden of
Well,
life.
we will leave you to your meditation.
That labyrinth is not a Chinese symbol. I am insulted by this. I understand that this is also part of the original Sherlock Holmes fiction, like the imperialism, the exoticism, like because Sherlock Holmes was written a while ago, and so this stuff was part of it, like sexism, all like and stuff like that, and the racism. But still, you're making a modern game. You can't do this crap anymore. You gotta do a bit better than this. This is not even Chinese architecture. Drugs table.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
Or is it cocaine? Don't eat it, Holmes.
It is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Holmes. Just eat cocaine. Alright, well. They've got good stuff, apparently. Hi.
Praise the grand tree. Praise it!
Praise the cocaine!
This must be Trewan, the Divine Syndicate's god.
It's half tree, half man.
This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
I'm sure you can. Alright, so again, we're just going to... Wait. Rotate, move? Why are those locked together? Oh, those are locked together, I see. So first of all, we have to unlock. Unlock. Is that right? That can't be right. Unlock. Wait, no, that's not right either. Okay, this is a bit more complicated than. Oh no, this should be right. Well, maybe it's not right. Hold on. I don't know if this is right or not. That doesn't seem right to me. Is this right? Okay, this is right. Okay, this is right. Switch, and then this one. No, that's not it. Nope. This one. Okay, that's right. So again, we're just going to line up the far left side of this. So there's one thing there. Line that up. There's one thing there. We'll line that up. And we're done. This stuff is so easy mode once you figure it out. Opium balls.
A vast amount of opium.
Well, they worship plants, that's for sure.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
Yes.
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens.
Why?
This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens.
How can you tell just by looking at it? You just looked at it and you can tell? Bravery. Those two words are bravery, and the other one is wish, except that the two characters are back to front.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments.
Okay. So they have a chemistry set, and of course they're making opium and cocaine. What's this just staring at the cocaine? And then on this side we have, wait a minute, what is that doing there? Caterpillars.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
We took all of them? Where are you gonna kept a dozen caterpillars? We took all the caterpillars.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
No, but they eat caterpillars. Both of these things are carnivorous.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
This is the thing that was burned in the fire back in the gardens.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Nothing of interest? Aren't these all the plants that were stolen?
These three plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
Where are you putting them? Alright, so we stole the plants back. You just take them and put them in your pockets? Missing deadly plants stolen. Divine Syndicate thieves. The sect stole everything. The Divine Syndicate stole all the plants from the exhibition, including the deadly species. They could have used them in order to murder Montaigne Dung. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants from the exhibition. Did they steal the deadly? I need to match the stuff we found. Suspicious ingredients, poisoning. Set up the alkaloid from a chemical laboratory and the captain delivers and perform the experiment with the deadly plants. Okay. Sure. No, I wasn't done.
Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
Okay. What plants did we actually pick up? So those three, these plants have proven lethal to humans. So, okay. So the lethal plants were stolen by the syndicate as well. White studies. Alright, so now we have to actually, what's this thing? They stole all the plants. The syndicates killed Dunn. The Divine Syndicate planned the death of Montaigne Dunn. They have been involved in a dispute with Dunn over the stolen plants. Lure the Green Grand Mystic to Scotland Yard. That's the only way to deal with a dangerous criminal who organized the exotic plants theft and murdered Montaigne Dunn in cold-blooded revenge. Shelter the Green Grand Mystic in an asylum without notifying Scotland Yard. His opium addiction has affected his sanity, and he needs to be treated accordingly. So I don't think that happened. I think they just stole the plants. Look, here's the thing. The plants were stolen a few days before the
Praise the grand tree.
before the
Praise
murder.
it.
The plants were stolen a few days before the murder, so once they got the plants back, there's no reason for them to kill the old Dunn as well. So that doesn't really make sense. Let's go ask the fake Chinese person about the opium and the cocaine.
Follow my path, and better you will fear.
White man, stop trying to talk like that. Alright, so we need to experiment with the chemicals. Watson, don't do that. Don't do that, Watson. Watson, don't do it. Don't do
This
it.
Green Grand Mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. What should we do next, Holmes?
Don't do that, Watson. Just don't.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Sure.
This is a strange and unusual plant.
But
A carnivorous plant. A prickly plant.
alright. Caterpillars.
I
Chomp.
find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
Delicious.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
So that's not... That's not... That thing just shot spines. Okay, that's not real, right? That's not actually real. Okay. So the caterpillars didn't do what we want. Alkaloid?
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Becomes inactive.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
It opens.
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Are you sure that's a good idea? Alkaloid. That seems like a terrible
It appears
idea.
to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
It seems like a terrible idea to me.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
This seems unsafe. I feel like you need to, like, fumigate the entire apartment now.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Okay. Continue investigation at Kew Gardens. Ask more questions. Find deadly plant completed. Find a way to stimulate the deadly plants. Experiment deadly plant completed. Okay. Find out how to stimulate. Before performing the experiment, talk to all suspects about the day of the murder. Okay. Deadly precision. Sex scheme. The Divine Syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder Montaigne Dunn at a later date. Someone stole the deadly plants before the Divine Syndicate were able to. Oh, wait a minute. The sect didn't actually manage to find everything. I'm slightly confused. Anyway, I just pressed the wrong button again. No, don't do that. I just the knowledge Miss White acquired at the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction of the deadly plants. Miss White had the biological knowledge to stimulate the deadly plants. White killed Dunn. Margaret White killed Montaigne Dunn. Her professional ambition and personal situation had been damaged by the breakup with Dunn. Miss White is a dangerous woman very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder. When she realized she was unable to make further monetary gain from Dunn, she advanced her affections to Albert. She deserves the rope. Miss White is a desperate woman in debt, resigned to consorting with wealthy gentlemen. When Dunn cast her aside, her life stopped. She killed him in desperation. She deserves a second chance. Don't know. Let me not jump to conclusions. Let me continue to investigate.